So what I have here is the drum body. The shell has been carved out of a oak tree, a branch from an oak tree. Got my two heads here. They've already got the holes drilled in them. And I've got hemp rope. Hemp is a great rope to use for Taiko because it has a nice color to it. It doesn't stretch quite as much as cotton rope, which I have used before. Cotton works as well. I got this rope from Hemp Traders. This is a 3/8 inch, twisted hemp rope. So, you need to go ahead and set up your drum. Flip that over. Put our shell here. The shell is around 9 inches, well 9.5 inches wide, outer diameter. The inner diameter of my rings are 14. These particular ones are 1/2 inch steel. I painted them so that I wouldn't have to worry about any corrosion. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your holes are offset, so you have kind of a zigzag pattern here as you go around. Okay, you want to center the drum best you can, and you'll have some wiggle room here. This is about 30 feet of rope, and I'm going to feed it down this way first. The end of this is taped. I haven't taken the time to do like a whip stitch on the end to keep it from fraying, which I will do because masking tape on a drum that I work this hard on is just wrong. But put it through there. I'm going to tie an overhand knot on a bite. Take your rope, just like that, dress the knot so you don't have any crisscross over there. It looks nicer. Pull on opposing sides. Get your knot in good shape there. You're going to pull that up almost to the very end here because you don't have a lot of room to play with. I've come up from the bottom here, and you're going to make this pattern. Again, we have our holes offset from each other. I've come up from the bottom. We're going to go down. Go all the way through. This is the part that gets kind of old, just pulling this through over and over again. But hey, with every pull, it gets shorter and shorter because you're using more and more rope. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to come up. So every time you go through the head, you want to go from the inside or the body side of the drum to the top of the head. Okay, so we have kind of a V there, and we're going to continue that all the way around. One more time through. Okay, so I've got that through. Feed it through my loop, and it's all the way around. Now, obviously very loose, but now we're going to start tightening it. I'm going to pull this through, pull through there, just kind of follow it around. I'm going to get this fairly tight. Don't worry about getting it super tight because just like that just shifted there, you'll end up pulling it off center. Just kind of get it finger tight, if you will, if you think of a bolt being tight and you get it finger tight and you torque down on it. Okay, so just kind of give it a once over. It's not so bad. go ahead and go around again. Okay, so now that we've fed this through there, got it through your loop, you're going to go down and do a low loop on the bottom. Don't go high. If you go high, when you get around, you're going to be irritated because you're going to be taking it apart. How do I know that? Because it happened to me. So, you go down low, not up high. And up high. Just wrapping it around. And as you do that, it will tension the drum more and more. We're just going to alternate going up high, going down low. Oh wow, that's really coming off. All right. Aesthetically, you want to keep these level, so I'm going to back that off a little bit. And even as well. You want to, it's going to help with the tuning. There's little tunings you can do on this type of drum anyway. So here we are back around at the beginning. I'm going to go underneath that since I'm going low. Pull that. And then I've got my high one around here. Just going to pull that up. So, what you can do is just kind of half hitch that off. Just to kind of hold it. And then we'll go around and take all that tension that we can and pull it. You'll get a fraction of an inch on each one. But it'll add up pretty quick. This will also kind of let you get some of the rope stretch out. Here I am around back to the beginning. Pull that hitch out. And there we go. Not bad, considering the fact that it's still a little damp. My head's fairly dry, but it will dry a little bit, and that pitch will raise as it tightens up a little bit, the leather tightens. Before we do that, we're going to wrap it. And as we wrap it, we're going to constrict all of this, and it's going to raise the pitch even more. I've got some bit of rope here, enough to go around 2 or 3 times, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Trying to make it as neat as possible. And once again, you can go back and tighten this up as you go. I have seen one video on YouTube, you can look for it, where they tap this with a stick as they pull on the rope. That makes me a little nervous, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Coming to the end of my rope here. So what I'm going to do is pick a spot. We're going to just tie it off here. No, that's not what I want really. Underneath. This is what we want. And there it is. As I said, this is still a little damp. You can see that contour there. It's already been pulled over, but pretty high pitch. As it finishes drying tonight, it'll get right about the pitch I want, and in a day or so it'll be ready to play. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Good luck building your drums.